What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, I was going to drop this video a little bit earlier, but I decided to retract and wait for some more details and dig for some more details. Now, the PBC, as we know, was without a home, a place, a network to showcase their fights for a while as Showtime decided to get out of the sport of boxing after 37 years. Now, I know you guys, as I have, been sitting around waiting to figure out where they're going to go. It was said that they were going to sign with Amazon Prime, and it happened. We all thought it was probably going to be the Amazon or the Zone, something like that. But nonetheless, they got it done. Okay, now let's talk about this. They were in talks where, they were gonna possibly have Javante Tank Davis, one of the biggest stars in boxing, kick off their partnership with the pay-per-view, but that obviously didn't happen. Last night we got the announcement of we've been waiting for something. And they're gonna have their first pay-per-view. Um, And the fighters are the current newly crowned WBO champion, Tszyu, who is the son of Costa Tszyu, legendary Costa Tszyu. Tszyu is 24 wins, no losses, no draw, with 17 wins by way of knockout. He'll be taking on the former unified welterweight champion, none other than Keith one-time Thurman. Keith Thurman is 30 wins, one loss, no draw, with 22 wins by way of knockout. Now, as far as Tszyu goes, he's been very, very active. Just an active fighter. The guy does not want to wait around, and he wants to fight. So last year, I think it was he fought 3 times last year. He fought Tony Harrison early, then he fought um, Carlos Ocampo, and then he fought Brian Mendoza. He stopped Tony Harrison, stopped Carlos Ocampo in 90 seconds. The man is on a mission because he wants that big fight with Jermell Charlo. And he even said it, regardless of belts or not, he wants the names, he wants it all on his record. Now, Keith Thurman is a big name, but he's been inactive. He's fought 3 times in almost 7 years, going on 7 years. 3 times since 2017. And I'm like, you go after one of the top guys? You move up to go after one of the top guys? Now, like I said, he's been inactive. He is a former unified champion. But the interesting thing about this fight, I had to get these details, man, is that the WBO will not sanction this fight because this fight is scheduled to be a catch weight. This will be a catch weight at 155 pounds, which junior middleweight is 154 pounds. Yeah, I'm stumped there too. Now, that just shows Keith Thurman's inability to make the weight, in my opinion. Being inactive, being out of shape. He last fought Mario Barrios in January of 2022. He got a unanimous decision in that fight. It was said that was at welterweight, and it was said that fight was a title eliminator for uh at the time Errol Spence's WBC welterweight title, and they were trying to push Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, but Errol Spence wasn't having it. Um, he eventually Errol Spence lost to Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford was stripped of his IBF title, crowning Jaron Ennis as the new IBF welterweight champion. And a lot of talks were happening that Keith Thurman was going to get that. Jaron Ennis was going to get the Keith Thurman fight, but obviously that didn't happen. Keith Thurman didn't want to fight. And I think this is one of those things where we might see this may be one of, or if not the last time we may see Keith Thurman in the ring. Um, this fight is scheduled to take place March 30th, Las Vegas MGM Grand. It's going to be not for the WBO title, but it's just going to be them getting their first pay per view partnership off the ground, and it also brings Tszyu to the states, exposes them to a different market because after this fight, he's going to look to fight either Jamel Charlo or the winner of Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford, the rematch, which is big deal for him. And I think that'll be good, whichever way it goes. I think it'll be good for Tszyu. Not saying he'll win it, but I'm just saying that I think it'll be good for him. But with this fight, this looks like it's gonna be a stoppage at some point. I can tell you guys this right now. When Keith Thurman fought Mario Barrios, he was getting hurt to the body, and now you got all this extra weight that you can't lose. It, Tim Tszyu is a fighter. He's not very versatile. He's durable, but he comes forward. He's like a bull, man, a bull in a china shop. He just comes. He comes forward, and you can definitely see his punches coming. You can definitely time him right, but when you're out of the ring, your timing's off. Your footwork's off. All of that is off, and you got a bull that won't stop coming. I think Tim Tszyu may get this stoppage, and this will be the big recognizable name that he needs on his record. I think this will be that first time Keith Thurman gets stopped, which will be a big deal and it'll be talked about a lot, further pushing Tim Tszyu towards Jamel Charlo or Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford, the winner of that, whoever. But honestly, I think this is going to be, just like I said, a short night. I think we may get 7, 8 rounds out of this. I think Tim Tszyu is going to stop him. I think he's going to hurt him bad. I think he's going to hurt him early. And I think he's going to stop him midway, somewhere a little bit after midway through the fight. But that's all I got for you guys, man. We'll talk more about this as the month as it gets closer. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram at All Sports Media TV. Follow me on my other Instagram at KJ the Great 09. Thank you guys. I will be joining X really soon, formerly Twitter, and it'll be the same name, All Sports Media TV. So make sure you guys stay on the lookout for that because I'm trying to stay in the loop too.